Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for today's Raptors Happy Hour. Raptors watch along. We got the Raptors tonight in action tonight. I cannot speak. We got the Raptors in action tonight for some Friday night hoops, going up against the Orlando Magic. This team's getting out of the snow once again. They came back into the snow. They got obliterated on home court against the New York Knicks. Despite leading for well over half of that game, they got obliterated in the end. Back out into the sunshine, into Orlando to take on the Orlando Magic in what promises to be an intriguing test for this Raptors team. Raptors, lots been made over the last couple of days about their ability or lack thereof to beat some of the top teams in the Eastern and Western Conference. But today, the Orlando Magic, they have a winning record. They're the 8th seed. I think they could strengthen as the season goes on. This is an intriguing test to see where the Raptors are at. They're away from home, which makes them slight underdogs here. It's probably pretty tightly matched, but Raptors underdogs away from home. But I got a feeling. I am feeling like this is a matchup we can take. No truly dominant big here. Like Wendell Carter's not going to do that for me. Neither is Mo Wagner or Goga Bitadze, a guy I want the Raptors to pick up. I don't think there's anything there that we can't handle here from a big perspective. The Orlando Magic are our fellow bottom dwellers as it comes to three-point percentage. So it shouldn't turn into a shootout. It should turn into a reasonable scoring game. And in those reasonable scoring games, the Raptors have been able to scrap through and win a ton of them. So I feel like this is going to be another one of those. Could turn into a blowout for the Raptors, could turn into a blowout for the Magic. There's a lot of variance in this, but I'm feeling pretty good about the Raptors and their chances tonight. No Franz Wagner for the Magic. That is the key guy who's just been missing a ton of games. I think this is one the Raptors can do. I think this is one the Raptors can take. So I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling good. Let's see what they can do. It's Friday night. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully we don't start the weekend off on a bad note. That's never fun, is it? The rough one against the Knicks. So I left with 3 minutes left in that game. So I was like, I'm not watching this anymore. And when I left, they were down by just under 20. And they ended up losing by almost 30. So I don't know what the hell happened in garbage time. But anyways, I'm out here. Let's have a good one here today. And find a win, for goodness sake. Let's go do it. 4 wins in a row on the West Coast. Coming home to Orlando. They're coming up to the Knicks. Brutal loss. These guys should really be feeling fired up for this one, and should be really feeling like they want to bounce back. They've had this season a lot of these sort of bounce back opportunities where they've fallen flat. They have had a lot, more often than not, I'd say, where they've bounced back and played well. So I don't think they're going to let that one dwell on them. I talked about it a little bit earlier today, where it didn't really feel like the Raptors did a lot wrong on court. Sure, they turned the ball over a ton, and that's obviously a problem. But the Knicks had incredible shot making in the second half. Their defense was excellent, and you could put some blame on the Raptors for not rising up to it. But the Knicks played really good defense. Sometimes you tip your cap to that. Mayo quickly, I'd say that was the one portion where I was this is a player that's got to get more involved. He was not nearly enough involved in that one. So that's the only portion where I was Raptors need to step it up here. Most of that game we were in control. Knicks went on a heater second half. I think the team should come into this game feeling decently confident. A lot of games around the NBA tonight. Lakers playing the Wizards right now. Lakers kind of needing a win for the moment, just like to feel good about it. Interesting one between the Cavaliers and Suns. Interesting one between the Clippers and the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic apparently back for the Nuggets tonight. The Clippers have been a fucking wagon like the last 20 games. My God, they've been exceptional for the last 20 games. They're looking like definite like playoff threat in the Western Conference if they can stay healthy. Bottom feeder matchup between the Nets and the Jazz as well a little bit later on. Celtics probably going to decimate the Kings today. Knicks against the Blazers. Some decent spots all around. But I feel decently about where we are at for the Raptors. So that is where my, you know what I will call it? I'll call it expertise. That is where my expertise is at. You can feel free to differ on what you would consider myself and my knowledge of the Raptors. But anyways, we'll do our best today, as we always do. I will say what's up to the people in the chat. Alamdar, Steve Stevens, RPM Rebel joining us in the chat. If you're out here nice and early, say what's up. Hope you all had a good week. Just got a good dinner in. Feeling good from the week. Week went by pretty well. Had a little bit of a lesser week in terms of like work, so feeling good, feeling refreshed. Usually I'm like dying to get to the weekend. I don't really feel like that this week. So all good on my end, and hopefully the same for you as well. If you want to get us started, help out the channel, make sure you do hit the like button. 7 likes already. Let's keep it going. Help drive us up to the YouTube algorithm as we get going through the stream. I feel refreshed, but I am feeling maybe a smidgen tired. Woke up early the past 3 mornings to go to the gym. So I'm feeling a little tired, but we'll make it through. Well, this stream will probably go to like 10 o'clock. That's fine. We'll be just fine over there. Read some of the chat here. Got to get this one. It would feel really good to just bounce back right away, wouldn't it? That Knicks game was a horrible spot. Coming back from West Coast road trip, having to do all the family stuff, etc. Trap spot. Yeah, I mean, maybe there's two sides of it. On one hand, the Raptors coming back from the West Coast road trip, never fun. They did have 2 nights off, though. The Knicks, on the other hand, were in the second night of the back-to-back. I feel like the tougher spot is probably the back-to-back there. Not trying to like discredit the issues that could arise from returning from the road trip and the feelings of fatigue, especially the grueling effort it took to beat the OKC Thunder on that Sunday night. But you can see why the game fell off the rails in the second half, I suppose. Can't watch another game till they get a center. Just skip it then. Nobody's making you watch, You've got free will. You don't need to watch. So we'll hopefully get one in the next week or so. Pickleball Pat, what's going on? Welcome back from Costa Rica. Kind of chilly here. Yes, wow. Canada. I mean, I live downtown Toronto. It has been extremely chilly. Today was the chilliest. It felt like, man. Today, to me, felt like the worst. I'm not sure if it was. I don't really know what to check, to be honest. It was freaking cold today. I guess it actually wasn't the worst. It was freaking cold today. It felt really cold today, so I don't know. And it doesn't really seem like it's letting up. This snow is here to stay. More snow maintenance getting done. Every day feels like snow is a little bit more clear, which is nice. Yeah, no sign of this snow going anywhere for a while. We're going to get into February with this stuff here. So yeah, this Magic game, another bad spot. Maybe take the Raptors. FH. Not sure what that means. I mean, back out on the road. I mean, At a certain point, there's going to be bad spots in everyone's schedule. You know, we gotta try and get through it for this one. We can get through it. There's always a reason for it to be a bad spot, but you gotta get back on track at some point. Like, we had a homestand. What is he coming? Okay, you know what? We're gonna, this game. It's definitely not panic stations if we lose. You got this game. You get a night off. You get the Sunday. Go back home against the Jazz on Sunday. Definitely a winnable game. 2 full days off. Then it's a back-to-back, but you're at home for 5 straight games after this one. So that is definitely the spot where the Raptors are going to want to do some damage, especially with the lingering NBA trade deadline here. Absolutely. Gregory joining us, a 12-month member. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Very much appreciate you joining. Nate D said, I want to know if this team is all in or not. Guess February 5th I will tell all. I don't think they're all in, but they're definitely not all out. Like, I think they'll make a minor upgrade before the trade deadline. But we don't have many days to wait and see what is going to happen for this team. Smart Sharman says, we need this win. It'll feel good. I wouldn't say it's a necessity, though. Our Imperial says, I'm addicted. Addicted to bad. I don't blame you. It's been a fun season. Despite some of the frustrations. We're 29-20. Gotta feel pretty good to be 29-20, right? We're 50 games in. At worst, we're 8 games above 500. At best, we're 10 games above. Like, could be in a lot worth of a spot right now. We spent a long time. We spent years. We spent a few years with a sub 500 record. It's good to be back up on top like this. According to Tankathon, Raptors middle of the pack in terms of strength of schedule remaining. It must close pretty difficult, because people have been making a big deal about the schedule. It doesn't even close that difficult. People are making a big deal about the Raptors schedule. I mean, I guess 4 of the last 5 are Boston, Miami, New York. That's not easy, but hopefully we can do our damage before that point. We do have to play the Pistons 3 times, which I guess is a factor. Do we have to play the Thunder again? Oh, yeah. Which is coming up soon, actually. Got to play San Antonio twice still. Rockets again. Do we have to play San Antonio twice? Oh, we've already lost them. I think I got a stat wrong earlier on the stream because I thought we hadn't played San Antonio yet. Oops. Just when you watch that clip, just ignore that. I'm sorry. I messed it up. Delmusa, final verdict. Do you believe the Raptors get exposed by deadline? I do not. Final verdict. I don't think they will. They could, but I don't think they will. Does RJ look the same since coming back from injury? I don't know. Well, he has been on minutes restrictions, so it would make very much sense for him to not be as normal. 2 games on a minutes restriction. It was a lengthy injury as well, so I think he deserves a little bit of time. Alex Doe joining us. Go Raps. Let's go Raptors. Spikes 20 says we need to stop getting cooked by Boston and New York. We do. That'd be nice. We still have to play New York 2 more times and Boston 1 more time. So it would be nice. That's right at the end of the season. That'll be some measuring stick performances there. We have the Knicks in March 3rd, and then second last game of the season we have Boston. Boston is the 5th last game of the season. That is our last time playing Boston. So we have to wait a little bit to see Boston again. But yes, do need to sort out those opponents for sure, especially in a potential playoff series. That topic, but I think Giannis and Wemby would be a great duo. I never thought about putting 2 of the best players in the NBA together. My hot take, peanut butter and jelly are a great duo for a sandwich. Little known household fact over in the Gramegna family You put peanut butter on one slice and jelly on the other. Slap that shit together. You make a pretty nice sandwich. That's bit off topic, but that's what I think. Yep. Byron says he's going to keep the team as is, and we'll see how they close the season. Well, talked about that earlier. I, first of all, don't believe it. It's not that I don't believe. It's not that I don't believe they're not going to do anything. It's just I believe if a good trade comes Bobby's way, he's fucking doing it. And there's also actually been conflicting reports since then. Not like there's been conflicting reports to that claim. So we'll see. I don't think the Raptors are going to make a big trade. However, I do believe that if a good trade does come their way, they're going to do it. What kind of jam? Can't go wrong with strawberry or grape, really. Tell ya, my sandwich growing up, though, now I'm not joking anymore. Not that peanut butter jelly's not good. My sandwich growing up was the peanut butter Nutella. I can't believe society has just accepted these foods as breakfast foods. Like, just horrific for my body. I often had a toasted peanut butter Nutella sandwich. It's a phenomenal combination. But why the hell wouldn't it be? It's peanut butter and chocolate. Of course it's going to be good on bread. We as a society allowed Nutella to convince us with elite marketing that it was breakfast. Nutella is freaking dessert, man. You're eating chocolate for breakfast. And we just let this happen. I'm astonished by parents who are like quite healthy with me. I'm surprised they let me eat this, to be honest. It's really good though. I mean, if you're looking for a nice snack, peanut butter Nutella sandwich goes fucking crazy. On some toasted bread as well, no less. Doesn't have to be. Sometimes a nice soft bread is nice. But toasted, good lord. What a sandwich. Sporadically out tonight, injury management. I mean, he's been missing games. It's not like out of nowhere. It's no secret like they're trying to trade him either. But I don't think a trade is going down tonight. That is a trade deadline move. Player to take a chance on in the offseason. Hopefully we get him cheap as Robert Williams. He would be good backup C. I think we could shoot higher. If we're going to wait for the offseason, I think we should shoot higher, to be honest. PB&J is too many calories. I haven't had a PB&J in a long time. Peanut butter is fine in like at a certain like level. It just I feel like I never eat peanut butter because it's really like if I'm tracking my macros, I gotta dance around peanut butter for the rest of the day. It's not just smoothly fitting into the schedule of food for the day. If I'm having peanut butter, I gotta really like plan around it. Okay, what am I not eating now? Okay, no mayo or for lunch or dinner, no cheese, no whatever. So I don't know. Peanut butter is not in my diet. We'll call it my perma diet. But if you do want an easy snack, peanut butter Nutella, it's good. I had a Nutella sandwich after a 25-mile hike. I don't care what they say. It was great. Well, I mean, 25-mile hike. Listen, if you're working out to such an extent, King of Viego, of course you need to replenish those calories you've lost, and you need energy. Nutella, perfect. Peanut butter Nutella, perfect for that with some bread. Replenish those carbs. Absolutely. That's a great snack for a hike. 25-mile hike. What a warrior. I think the longest hike I've ever done was in Greece. It was shortly after it actually wasn't long after my ACL surgery either, so I wasn't even walking that well. And it was treacherous. I was on the island of Santorini. I don't even know how long it was, actually. I actually forget the distance it was. It took hours, though. It took hours. I mean, the public transit there was shocking. There was like no Uber to speak of. It was so hard to get an Uber. So we wanted to go to like a different part of the island. And we were just like, let's just walk there. It was rewarding. It was long. I don't know. It wasn't 25-mile hike. That is for sure. Good Lord. I did like, I think I did like 26, like to 28,000 steps that day, which is a second in my tracking era of steps, meaning since they added it to the iPhone. That is, I believe, second most I've ever done. I did more when I was in Paris in the summer. When I was not touring, I was walking around Paris, Eiffel Tower, Arc de Triomphe, etc. I did like 30K that day. God damn, 25. And I was eating poorly. I was eating poorly on that vacation, I gotta say. As a kid, way back in the day, we had brown sugar sandwiches. Can you believe that? No. I feel like the older you are, the more like in the Wild West you were as far as nutrition was concerned. There was just like no information out there on what was good, what was bad. There was just commercials that said, yeah, these sugar sandwich. Hell yeah. Part of this good break. You know what, though, to be fair, we do live in an era where we still treat Nutella like breakfast. And sugary cereals are still considered part of this nutritious breakfast. Like Kellogg sells dessert for breakfast as well. Like a bowl of like Lucky Charms or Fruit Loops or something. Well, that's horrendous to have in the morning. But we allowed them to market it like this. How of all the things we've moved on from as a society, you know, we transitioned quite a lot into like allowing more diet beverages into our lives. So in my lifetime, we've de-villainized Diet Coke and stuff, and Coke Zero makes up like the largest share of sales, I think, in the Coca-Cola family. So we at least transitioned there a little bit. We're embracing diet beverages more now, and I can get like anything diet, but we still haven't quite gotten away from Kellogg's sugar bowls for breakfast. You know, another thing. I guess we still normalize turning coffee into milkshake every morning. People have like sugar bowls and Nutella. And literally, they buy milkshakes at Starbucks, and that's their morning. If you're eating Kellogg cereal, then you go to Starbucks on your way to work and buy a milkshake, quote unquote, a coffee with all the shit on it. There could be, and you're wondering maybe why there's like an energy crash midday, or why you have a headache sometimes. I don't know. Could be that. Could be that stuff, I don't know. What am I? I'm no expert. I'm a fucking idiot. Anyways, starting lineups are out quickly. Barrett, Ingram, Barnes, Murray, Boyles for the Raptors. That's normal. Without Pirtle. Suggs, Black, Bang, Banchero, Wendell, Carter for the Magic. I feel like Wendell Carter is one of those names you got to say double. It's weird to just say Carter. Oh, Carter on the Magic. Who? Wendell. Okay. Toasted peanut butter and banana sandwich. I never really liked that. I'm not a big fruit guy. I don't mind bananas. The texture of fruit just disgusts me. So biting into a sandwich, there being banana on it, has never felt appealing to me. Smoothies I drink every day. I don't think I have a smoothie with strawberry, blueberry, and pineapple every single day. I don't think I could physically allow myself to bite into a strawberry. I'm just disgusted by the texture, which is very weird. The best diet beverage is water. Well, that is the best, certainly. No shame and no harm in having Diet Coke every couple days, even every day. It'll be fine. Pepsi Max under it. I love a Pepsi Zero. Dollarama has the 1 liter bottles for $1.25. They're amazing. I got one by my work. I buy it on my way in sometimes. I drink half. I put it in the fridge. The next day, I have the other half. $1.41 after tax. 70.5 cents a day. Pretty good. Can I have one caramel frat with 2 extra shots of syrup, extra cream? Yeah. It's horrific things we've normalized. Like, listen, lunch, have your horrific meal. Breakfast, I feel like you gotta get the energy levels up, get the metabolism going. Have your slop for lunch or dinner, not breakfast. That's been my way. No, I do eat pretty clean though. Breakfast, I hate buying breakfast. I can make eggs. Anyways, the game has begun here. Hopefully a bounce back spot for the Raptors, but it gets started with a Jalen Suggs layup and the foul called. So an and one there for Suggs. And hits the free throw there. So quick 3-0 start for Orlando as we get the scoreboard going here. I don't like breakfast. It made me feel sluggish from doing something active leading up to midday. I love breakfast. Breakfast is my favorite meal. I could probably have breakfast every meal of the day, like breakfast style food. Not, sugar bowl and Nutella stuff, but eggs. I eat eggs every day. I have the same breakfast every day. I could have eggs. I could have eggs for as my main for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Love breakfast. Strawberry fruit already. I don't eat. I used the only 2 fruit I ever ate. I'm allergic to fruit now. A lot of fruit I am allergic to now. The only fruit I did like were bananas, which I'm not allergic to, which I can still eat. They go bad so quick. And apples. I could just eat an apple. I'm very allergic to uncooked apples, so I don't eat apples anymore. I've never liked any other fruit. The texture is just repulsive to me. Eggs are goated. For real, eggs are goated. You can get. I know they've gone pretty expensive, but like considering the amount I pay for like chicken or beef or other stuff, eggs are a very cheaply priced way of getting like your protein in for a meal. Couple eggs with some egg whites. Egg whites are, I guess they're a bit expensive, but relative to like other proteins, eggs are really good. Oh, nice throwdown there from Brandon Ingram. Bae-Caro to Carter. Feels weird saying that. Bane for 3. And he drills it 8-2 for the Magic. A fellow, like I said earlier, a fellow bottom dweller as 3-point percentage goes, but we know Desmond Bane can shoot that thing. Couple Raptors draft snubs on the court here as Murray Boyles is fouled down low. Of course, Jalen Suggs drafted 1 position after Scotty Barnes 4th overall. That has worked out in the Raptors' favor, no doubt. Desmond Bane drafted 1 spot after the Raptors. He went 30th overall in 2020. 1 pick behind Malachi Flynn, who went 29th. Mango salsa, I actually can have. It's just like the physical fruit on its own is, I can't do it. But like mango salsa is pretty good sometimes. Mango salsa in like a taco bowl or something, pretty good. I do really like vegetables though. I've never had an issue with vegetables, so at least I have that. But I only keep frozen fruit. I have a smoothie every day. That's the only fruit I have every day. You're with nuts and blueberries. It's good. It's just nuts. Nuts are quite calorie dense as well. It's tough to fit them in for me. Murray boils to Ingram in the corner for three. Does not get the bounce. It's 10-4 for the Magic. And Bane is open for three in transition. Timeout. 13-4 for the Magic. Raptors still back in the change room, it feels like right now. And the Magic are here to play, and they are taking things over in the early going. Still a lot of game left, so no need to panic here. But rough start for the Raptors. You know, too easy in transition there for Bane. Too easy on the previous possession for Wendell Carter on the glass. It's got to be better here. Allergic to uncooked apples as well as uncooked celery and carrots. Yeah, carrots are a bit hit or miss. I really like carrots, so I never have like carrots just on site, so it's not like a big deal. But like if there's like carrot sticks or something, they're a bit risky to eat. If I'm home, I'll probably eat them. If I'm out, I maybe avoid it sometimes. Baby carrots seem to be fine, but I am allergic to I'm allergic to Burt's pollen, which is the pollen that you get on a lot of fruits and vegetables. So uncooked stuff can be problematic. Apples are the worst, though. I cannot have apples raw unless if they're cooked. It's fine. Like apple pie is fine. Apple juice is fine. All I have is a mild to tomatoes. I eat a shit ton. I get some SARS, but I think take for granted how much I get to enjoy what others don't daily. I grew up really good friends with a guy who was allergic to eggs. Like could not eat eggs. Do you have any idea? How many things have eggs in it? Like the amount he had to dance around. I have a friend currently who is allergic to shellfish. So it's just like it's just a constant like I don't if I go out to eat, I don't have to worry, right? I can easily avoid having uncooked fruit and vegetables. That's never really going to trouble me. But if you go out and you're allergic to eggs everywhere you go, you got to be like, you got to double check them. You got to call ahead. The shellfish one is bad too because a lot of people fry their stuff with like shellfish oil or they'll use the same oil that they fry shellfish in rather. And you got to call ahead. You got to call ahead to these restaurants to make sure you can eat there. You got to if when the waiter or waitress comes over, any allergy you should know about, you always got to say, it's nice, but no, don't worry about it. Yeah, I guess I have some flaws in other ways. Like I have really bad eczema on my knuckles, but I can't see. But, there's worse out there. Could be a lot worse. Peaches and oranges make my ears threat. Wow, a lot of people have some fruit allergies here. Interesting. Would you like the Raptors to target Yves Missy? Kai Shu asks. Yes, but I don't want to give a first. I don't want to give a first to get him. I do not want to give away a first for him. Birch pollen is a key. Yeah, it's birch pollen for me, so we have the same thing. Avocados, I'm allergic to as well, but like you take the skin off anyway, so it's fine. I never had an issue with avocados. Can eat eggs alone? I have to have bacon and avocados. Cucumber with it. I could eat eggs alone. I could eat eggs with like good like protein bomb in the morning. Scramble some eggs and egg whites with like cottage cheese. I like that. You can do it with Greek yogurt. You want to like beef up your eggs. Scramble them with some Greek yogurt. That's pretty good if you really want a big protein punch. Don't really taste it. Maybe add some hot sauce, but it's good. Suggs, step back three here. Doesn't go. Wendell Carter on the glass once again, though. Can't let this turn into an issue. Got to box out. Banchero, no good. And Ingram does well to hustle back and grab that board. Quickly, transition three. Ooh, needed that. Quick 5-0 run for the Raptors. And they're back within 4. Good stuff there. Can't have peanuts, but I can have peanut oil. That is interesting. Peanuts always a bad allergy too, isn't it? Quickly. Peanut seems to be the most common one. That's the one they worry about in schools the most. You got to score that transition quickly. RJ Barrett for 3. Doesn't go. Long rebound. Right back to him. Quickly now. It's a broken play here, but Quickly has it in the paint. Not fooling anyone with the pump fake. Goes out to Ingram. Now we pray. Ingram, long 2. Way off. Rebound for it. Banchero. I never understood cottage cheese. The texture is wild. I didn't have cottage cheese at all until like 2 years ago. And then I started tracking macros. And it was tough to find enough protein to get in. So I thought, okay, I saw like a recipe for like these chicken sandwiches that made like a cottage cheese sauce. It was like cottage cheese, a little bit of grated Parmesan, and mayo, all blended. I just mixed them together with like some spices and hot sauce. And that was good. I have cottage cheese so often now. There is always cottage cheese. There will never be a day where there isn't cottage cheese in my fridge. I have it every single day now. I use it every time I need a sauce. I pretty much use it. I use it to beef up, like, I'll use less mayo than I used to, and I'll beef up the sauce with some cottage cheese and mustard. If I need like a cheese sauce, cottage cheese can kind of do the job. When I have seafood, sometimes I'll make a tartar sauce out of the cottage cheese. If I don't eat it on its own, but I use it in eggs. I have it with eggs every single morning. I'm a cottage cheese abuser. Banchero here. Outside to Bane. Fadeaway 2. He's fouled by Murray Boyles. The Raptors do not like that call. But it will send Bane to the line to get this lead out to 8. Yeah, I don't have cottage cheese on its own in a bowl. I wouldn't mind that, but I wouldn't like that much, really. Cottage cheese, pineapple bit soda. I'm not a big pineapple guy. Unless it's on pizza or in my smoothie. Peanut is an average peanut. You know, I didn't know that. I always kind of wondered, do peanuts emit oil for peanut oil? Apparently not. Oh, so that foul's on the floor. So Magic working the perimeter again. Desmond Bane for 3 doesn't go. Quickly's up for the weak side rebound. Good stuff there, hustling. I love Hawaiian pizza. So I'm a big pineapple on pizza guy. B.I. Wow, what a pass to Murray Boyles. Who saw that? It looked like he was trying to spin for the layup and then just snuck it through to CMB for the finish. Pineapple and hot peppers on pizza is great too. Oh, Barnes. Nice feed to Barrett. Great stuff by the Raptors. They're within 2. How do you feel about blue cheese? I just had a bunch of blue cheese at dinner. I made a buffalo chicken wrap with some chicken thighs, some buffalo wing sauce, and a bunch of blue cheese mixed in as I was getting the buffalo chicken, the chicken coated with the buffalo sauce. I threw in some blue cheese to melt a tiny bit in it. I love blue cheese. Quickly for 3 doesn't go. Not a common thing I have, but I do like it. RJ to Barnes. Nice finish. 11-2 run. We're tied up at 15. What a run by the Raptors. We're back in it. Pineapple makes sense mixed with solid topping. It's good like a good chain pizza. If you're trying to you're getting a few and you want a different one. A barbecue base. You could do tomato base, but try even with a barbecue base with jalapenos, maybe a ham and pineapple. You don't even need to do the ham. You could do just pineapple and jalapeno. A nice savory and sweet, hot and sweet type of combo. It's good. But I'm A-okay with Hawaiian pizza. Blue cheese, though. I've become a bit larger enjoyer of blue cheese in the last few months. I think my desire for blue cheese more often has coincided with buffalo wing sauce tastes really, really good to me. And it is the opposite of calorie dense. There are very few calories. There's a lot of sodium, so don't have it all the time. But buffalo wing sauce, I just get it from a grocery store. You can use like 2 tablespoons, like 20 calories. It's great. If you were to make a nacho platter, what's in it? Well, I'm using... you don't find them in stores often. If I had the choice, I'm using multi-grain restaurant-style Tostitos. So they make the mini rounds of multi-grain Tostitos. They don't really make the big, like... I'm trying to make the shape. The big, like, triangles anymore. That looks nothing like the shape. The big triangles anymore... But multi-grain is my preference. Ground beef. Of course. Cheddar cheese. Chopped up jalapenos. Definitely corn. When I'm making like burritos or like burrito bowls, no red. There's no red. I don't mind tomatoes, but I don't really like... I prefer them not. I'm fine with them in my burritos and not, but I prefer it not. So jalapenos, corn with the cheese, definitely lettuce. I'm probably going sour cream. Guacamole, don't want it like covered. I want sour cream everywhere. Every bite I want sour cream. I don't want guacamole in every bite necessarily. I like having it on the side. So we'll put that on the side. Onions, red or white. Green onions, both onions. Red or white plus green. And I think that's it. I don't need salsa. No problem. I don't need it. Those are my nachos. That's what I do. Olives, I'm okay with olives too. So not a typical, but actually olives aren't bad. Really to use the air fryer. Chicken pieces gets crispy, lose the fat. Even bacon is great in the morning. Much easier cleanup. Yeah, I use air fryer for chicken. If I'm making chicken, it's in the air fryer. For sure. Top 3 protein for dinner. Beef, shrimp, wings. I pretty much do chicken or beef. I'm either chicken, beef, or for dinner it's basically chicken or beef. That's it. That's all it is. Shrimp's a bit too expensive to get, like, the amount of shrimp I need to eat, I find. I guess I haven't looked in a while. I should look into shrimp again. I do like shrimp. But I trade Jakob Poeltl for Zach Collins. Like, I do it because Zach Collins is expiring. But the Bulls would not do that. You're vegetarian. You can make good veggie meals. How do I feel about steak? Of course I love steak. It's bloody expensive. I love steak. Ingram in for quickly. Raptors in an 11-2 run and looking to continue it here. Ingram mid-range got it. And the Raptors lead this game. What a run. 13-2 run. And something called here. Matty D said he'd be surprised if both Barnes and Ingram, if either Barnes or Ingram weren't all-stars. I think he's going to get surprised. I think Ingram has a good chance, has a chance. I don't think he will get it. I think Scotty Barnes will. Scotty Barnes had better be a goddamn all-star. Which are peanut sushi to me. I love both. Love both. I need to one day. I've only ever had like. I've never had high tier, like, quality sushi. You know, I've only ever really done like, you know, grocery stores or all you can eat. Never. I want like a true sushi dinner one day. Ooh, turned over by Jones and De Silva there. Beef shores oxtail. I had oxtail once, and I think it was prepared poorly because it was not good. But I do feel like it was prepared very poorly, and it wasn't from, like, a nice place. How often do you have cheat meals per week? So I'm pretty strict 5 days a week. Friday night, if the Raptors aren't playing Friday or Saturday night, I'd be out. So Saturday night, I'll be out tomorrow. I'm pretty good about food. I enjoy some alcohol on Fridays and Saturdays. That's for sure. During the week, I never order food. I never go out for lunch, like, ever. So that's not an issue for me. Like, a cheat meal for me would be like having a sandwich instead of like a full sandwich instead of like an open face sandwich during the week. I'd say like Friday night or Saturday night, I'll have maybe like dinner at a bar or something, or even like usually I'll have dinner before, and then I'll have my cheat meal will be like when I'm coming home. I need to like get something in my stomach to layer on top of the beer I had that night. But I never ever feel a temptation at home to like order dinner or something. Maybe if I'm more financially flexible, I would. But I don't know. I'm pretty disciplined about that. De Silva for 3 and restores the Orlando lead. I just keep it pretty strict 5 days a week, and then like when I say Friday, Saturday, Friday during the day, I'll be fine all day. Same with Saturday. I'll eat really good all day. I'll just have a ton of beer later. But you do like. It'll help you feel better the next day. You have like a nice, I'll come home and make like a egg sandwich or something before bed, and you'll feel better. You got to eat after you drink. Definitely. But I don't really like consider them cheat meals. I just, I know Friday, Saturday if I'm out. I'm like tomorrow, my friend's birthday is at a bar. We're celebrating. I'm gonna have a cheeseburger. I'm probably gonna get onion rings. I'm telling myself leading up to the week, like, get a salad. I mean, I'm eating at a restaurant. I'm having some drinks. Enjoy a good dinner. Get some onion rings with your burger. Treat myself to ribeye in Costa Rica, about a third of the price here. Don't buy steak much here anymore. It's steak sauce. Yeah, I never unless it's like a special occasion. I don't buy steak. But man, ribeye. Oof. For a third of the price, I'd be eating more ribeye. It's 20-17 for the Magic after those free throws. Shed to Ingram. In the paint. Kick out to Shed. 4 on the shot clock. Nice pass from Shed to Ingram, who drills the corner 3. Ties the game up at 20, right in front of the Magic bench. When I plan on having drinks at Friday or Saturday night, so the problem is I try to eat less, knowing I'm gonna be like unhealthy later in the day. So I try to eat less during the day, smaller meals, smaller portions and stuff. But I know if I eat less, the beer is going to hit me harder and make me feel worse. So, like, there needs to be a good divide. In the end, I've settled on, Friday and Saturday nights aren't going to be great. Just be really good the rest of the week. Have, like, your normal regiment of morning and lunch and dinner, and then just enjoy yourself, Gotta let loose from time to time. Or every week. Once or twice a week. And exercise, of course. Work hard all week to just undo it on Friday and Saturday. But today's Friday and Raps are playing, so it's probably good for me because I'm not out. All right, 3-point play there for Banchero. 23-20 for the Magic. Raptors started slow, but have grown into the game. They've got a few of the bench in now, or 4 of the bench in now. Grady Dick to Jamal Shed. Out to Walter. Nice pass to Mamu. Up fake. Then the 3. Off the mark. Rebound. Eventually the hands of Isaac. Other side, Black lays it up through some traffic and finishes. How about Anthony Black and his development this season? Really starting to blossom in his third year. Shed, nice pass to the cutting Jacoby Walter. Good set of offense for the Raptors. Banchero, Raptors giving him some space in the perimeter. Not super fearful of that pull-up. Black crosses over Walter. Doesn't hit the three, and Grady Dick eventually somehow gets the rebound into Mamu's hands. Walter back on it. Defended by Black. Cycling on the perimeter now is Shed at the free throw line. Out to Walter. Shot clock on its way down to 4. Barnes probably going to shoot this 3 off the mark. ESPN broadcast calling CMB Murray Bowles. It's not that hard of a name to pronounce, is it? I mean, there's a Y in it. Wow, Grady Dick, lovely lead pass on the outlet to Barnes, who throws it down. And directing the defense on his way back. Next thing I gotta try is definitely like some quality sushi. Barnes with the huge rejection inside. Lead pass to Mamu. Hands it off to Walter, cutting again and giving the Raptors the 26-25 lead. Great stretch by Toronto, 1:25 to go in the first. Ribeye, 27 at Chuck's Roadhouse. You know, when I'm at Chuck's, I'm not there for no ribeye. I probably should, if I'm ever at Chuck's, and take advantage of, like, you know, you can get a good meal for pretty cheap. Whenever I go to Chuck's, I just think, what is the cheapest way I can have lunch? Or I'm usually not there before 9, so I'll be having the half-price apps. I keep saying, Toronto needs a Chuck's Roadhouse. On pace for over 100. This game's about on pace scoring-wise. The total for this one was 220-ish. And we're pretty much on pace for that. So DPOY should be in the mix. He's like top 7 or 8 in odds right now. Top 2 are firmly Chet and Victor. Third is Gobert, and then there's a few in the trailing pack, I think like Bam, Mobley, and Barnes. You ever imagine what it was like playing the NBA, like how pressuring a game-time free throw could be in the final minutes, close playoff game, in the playoffs? I have. I mean, I know my skill level. I'd crumble. Oh, another sloppy turnover by the Magic. I'd crumble. There's no way I could hit a free throw in the clutch in the NBA. But if I was practicing as much as these guys, I'd feel more confident. You don't rise. It's hard to rise to the occasion, but it's easy to fall back to the level you create for yourself in practice. So you continue to work at it. You know, make that default you fall back to at a really good level. Chuck Spinach Dip is the best app in my opinion. I love the Chuck Spinach Dip. You know, you go into Chuck's after 9, you get a spinach dip to split with somebody. Then you yourself, you get wings, rings, and fingers. Maybe the garlic bread. If you're feeling devious, add the cheese to it. A $4 Cool Blue cocktail. You have a good night for like friggin' $20, $30, $20. Crazy what they allow us to do. Mamu in the corner to Barnes. Fumbled the pass. Took away a potential corner 3. But he still got the ball. He still got time. Now we're running out of time. Walter is rejected by, I think it was Jonathan Isaac who got the touch. It's out of bounds, though. Raptors have 2.1 seconds here. It's loads of time. I gotta make spin. I've never made spin dip. I need to make spin dip one day. I love spin dip. Shed to inbound. 2.1 on the shot clock. Gets it to Barnes. Turnaround 2 is good over top of De Silva. Nice job by Barnes, putting the onus on himself to make that play there. He trained his whole life in these moments in the clutch. Trained professionals. Yeah. That's what they do. I mean, I played soccer. I've experienced, and one there Friday. I've experienced very like high pressure penalties before. That's the equivalent in soccer. Never to that degree. Like, I never took a penalty in like an unbelievably tense moment at a high level. So I haven't tested myself there. I know what I felt like ahead of potential penalty shootout. I haven't felt good. I would always volunteer to take one, though. Jamal Shed, guarded up top by Suggs, 29-28. Shed, nice pass out to Mamu for 3. Oh, Mamu's had a couple good looks, hasn't been able to make use of it. The Raptors end the first quarter down by 1, 29-28. Considering they were down 13-4, they did a pretty good job coming back. They're in the game. Like I said, not necessarily going to be like a super high-scoring game. It feels like one that'll stay close. And when it stays close, the Raptors have been able to scrap through and win them. So, still feeling good about the position they are in right now. Me as a Hooper out there, I was feeling nervous in front of some people in a gym. Imagine playing in front of thousands. Social media and all. Yeah, when I played rec basketball, I think the fear to overcome is like the embarrassment of missing, you know. But I mean, if you walk up worried about missing, you probably will miss. You got to walk up expecting to score. So you have to train. It's difficult. You got to train. I mean, I play darts, and I just play at home in like an online league, and the nerves in that, Christ, playing in front of a crowd is just ridiculous. But you practice to get to the level to be able to perform in those moments, right? Let's get into the first quarter here, what we saw. Sky Barnes had a couple nice buckets there. He's 3 of 4. Brandon Ingram, a few for him as well. He's got 7. RJ Barrett still getting back into things after the injury. And quickly knocked down a 3, which was nice. Go Walter, 4 points off the bench. Not a lot you can usually get from the first quarter. Desmond Bane, a couple threes. He's got 8. Anthony Black playing well. He's got 8 as well. But overall, it's been solid performance. It's been fine. 52% from the field, 25% from 3. They're 43% from field, but 43% from 3. And they've had 7 more free throw attempts. We've taken a couple more shots. They've taken a few more free throws. Possession battle relatively even. Not much to report on for this one. Who would you say is the least clutchest player on the Raptors? You wouldn't feel comfortable at all in the clutch. Ooh, I mean, like Mobo scares me at any time, let alone the clutch. So like, not Mobo. I mean, Mobo. Of like the guys in rotation, nobody really scares me, to be honest. None of them feel like they crumble in the clutch or anything like that. Yeah, there's only the Raptors that like noticeably drops their level in the clutch. We've been a really good clutch team this season. I think I've been so freaking dehydrated. I've had so much water. I've had like, I woke up, had one of these. I had one of these before the gym as well. So I had 2 before the gym. I had at least one at the gym. Maybe like half of one after. Let's say I'm at 3. Then I had 1 before work, 1 at work, 5. 1 after work, 6. Then I had like 7, 8. I just had like 2. I think it's my 12th bottle of water today, and I still feel parched. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna fill it up at half and have another one. I'm gonna have one after stream. I'm gonna have like 14 of these today. There you are. This is 700 milliliters. Quickly to the rim. Puts the Raptors up by 1. Shed least clutch after those missed free throws. Yeah, Shed crumbled on those free throws for sure. We bailed him out. We got our guy, but Shed fucking crumbled on those free throws. Another turnover. Oh, nearly another turnover. That looked like off the Magic. They call it off the Raptors. Raptors appear to not be challenging this. That looked to be a Raptors ball, but what's done is done. Let's make the defensive stop here. 8 on the shot clock. Bane to Isaac. In the corner. Magic working their way inside. And on the way up, Raptors get the stop on Penda, who cannot believe that call. Magic will inbound. They have to tip it in. This is only a tipping situation. Point 2. They get the tip off, but doesn't go. Quickly going coast to coast. Tough layup. Sometimes he just fucking shoots it for the sake of it. Like, we have so much shot clock time there. You don't have to shoot it any time you're in the paint quick. Sometimes it's okay to cycle back out and restart the play. Abaji fumbles the Barnes pass. Gotta have that, man. Yeah, Shed's a great player. Just those free throws, he crumbled for sure. If you're enjoying the stream so far, take a second to hit the like button. Help drive us up. In some conversations, let's say, via the emails right now. So I'd really appreciate some extra support on today's stream, trying to drive us up in the YouTube algorithm as much as possible. Help me out. Make me look good. 31-30. RJ fouled. Should be on the floor here. Quickly loves his floaters. He should love them less. He should take them less. Abaji in for quick. RJ coming off a screen. And then a poor pass is stolen by Penda. What the hell was that? Bane in the corner to Penda. Back up top to Suggs. Driving past quickly. Laying it up and missing the layup. Other way with Barnes. In the corner, Grady Dick for 3. And it does not go. Down by 1 here. Bane. Penda to Isaac. He was out. Yeah. Why did he jump to, like, catch the ball to stay in bounds? Like, he made it harder to stay in bounds by doing that jump. $31-30 for the Magic. 9:52 to go in the second. Loads of time left. Yak loved the push shot. Yeah, he's good at it. Quick, I gotta look up quickly his percentage on floaters. Another unforced turnover by the Raptors. Suggs for 3 other way, doesn't go. But man, 3 horrific turnovers in 4 possessions. Barrett other side, way off on the 3. Oh my God, do we need a timeout just to like tell these guys to fix up or what? Corner 3 for Penda. Doesn't go. God, they can't shoot either. Wow, this is an ugly, ugly stretch for the Raptors. Barrett. Oh, nice move inside. He got Isaac jumping and is able to lay it in 32-31. Thank you to Pickleball Pat. Putting a little bit more into the laptop fund. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. Quickly gets a steal here for the Raptors. And then chill. He got thrown by Bane. We need to review this. Abaji, I like that. Abaji stands up for his teammate. You got to look at this. That was brutal from Bane. What the fuck was that, man? Looked like he threw him. Abaji, stick up for your guy. All right, let's see a replay. Sometimes it looks worse in real time, but I don't know. That looked pretty bad. Let's see the replay here. So quickly gets the steal. Picks Isaac's pocket. Going right at Bane. He threw him down. That's a flagrant. That's a flagrant to me. Come on. What the fuck are we doing? That's a fucking flagrant. That's a flagrant. Well, I don't know how they can watch this replay and come up with any other conclusion than this being a flagrant, man. Raptors trying to showcase Abad's move. I think you're probably joking, but I don't think teams really ever do that. Like, the coach isn't worried about that. The coach is trying to win games. If he thinks Abaji's going to help them win over Martin, that he's going to give him those minutes. Me personally, I'm probably playing a Martin over Abaji, though. All right, let's see what they come up with. That I genuinely don't know how they could come up with any other conclusion than this being a flagrant, but NBA's weird. Let's listen in. Flagrant. Abaji got tech. So Orlando gets a technical free throw. And then Abaji didn't do that much wrong there, did he? Oh, he kind of... Abaji didn't do that much wrong. I mean, he didn't shove him. He kind of had his hands on him. It wasn't that bad from Abaji. But, okay, they teed him up. I'll forgive the guy for sticking up for the teammate there. That's fine for me. So Orlando will get a free throw here. Then the Raptors will get a free throw plus the ball. Free throw for Bane is good. That was pretty soft tech. That was pretty soft tech. Other side, though, quickly taking his free throw here. And missing. But Raptors will keep the ball. Oh, 2 free throws, sorry. Misses both. Fuck me, man. Raptors keep the ball. Quickly did make the 2 free throws against the Thunder, though. So, he's able to hit pressure shots. That was bad. Anyways, Raptors maintain possession. Can they get the points here? Mamu to Grady. And a very poor turnover. So just truly awful possession by the Raptors. They missed both free throws. They turned the ball over. The Magic hit their technical free throw and then used the turnover to get an open layup. Some of these turnovers have been extremely sloppy by Toronto. RJ for 3. Got it off on a quick release. Kind of contested. We don't need to force them, do we, RJ? Wendell Carter downloaded to Silva, throwing it down on top of Murray Boyles. And probably good time for a timeout for the Raptors. This has been a horrendous quarter from the Raptors so far. We're the worst shooting team in the NBA. We're not. We're last time before the Knicks game when I checked, we were fifth bottom. I think the Magic were slightly worse than us even. They are close to us, if not worse than us. So, yeah, they are bad at it too. But, yes, our three-point shooting is not very good. They are shooting 33% from three tonight. We are shooting 18%. And some of these looks are getting forced up, too, by the Raptors, which is a bit unnecessary, too, to be fair. Juno. Dog woke up, sleeping next to me. I'll say hi. Hey, buddy. Don't get up, please. My dog hates the cold. So, ugly start to the second. Orlando have not taken advantage, though. They're only up by 4 here. Definitely could be worse, but don't want this to linger for the Raptors for sure. Feeling the three-point shooting woes. But to be honest, I think the biggest thing is just I think the Raptors turned the ball over. Have all 4 been in this quarter? I think we've had 4 turnovers in this quarter. They've been like ugly turnovers as well. Or is it, I don't know if they've all been in this quarter. Anyway, there's been some ugly turnovers by the Raptors, which need to be sorted out here. Raptors are a terrible shooting team. Usually they kind of like, they're a bad three-point shooting team, and it's kind of like the Subway meme. You made the sandwich, right? Like if the sandwich doesn't taste it, you made it. You chose it. Was on it. This year they kind of did try a little bit to get the three-point shooting better, and I'll give them a bit of credit for that. Hasn't worked out because Grady Dick shot worse than normal from 3. Abaji went from a 40% three-point shooter to a 20% three-point shooter. Walter's been okay. Quickly's come down. But, like, the main guys haven't been there. Overdrive live from the Super Bowl. Isn't this a hockey show? What the fuck are they at the Super Bowl for? They talk about football as well? Okay. I don't watch or listen, so I don't know. I thought it was a hockey show. Anyways. Getting back in the game here. Jamal Shed bringing it forward for the Raptors. Is it the bad 3%? Is it tied to tired legs from defensive responsibilities? I wouldn't say so. I mean, you got to work hard to play defense. Like, we've been bad on defense and bad at three-point shooting the past 2 years. So, like, I don't know. We were better second half season for defense last year, but Maybe there's a small correlation, but not enough for this to be like for that to be the factor. The factor is we don't have great 3-point shooters. I mean, I didn't expect us to be a good 3-point shooting team, but like we're as bad as we are because of some players not doing well enough in that department. Ingram with Penda defending. Kicks out to RJ. 3 on the shot clock. That's travel. Oh, tied up for a jump ball. Okay. So Barrett and Bane on the jump ball here. Barrett and Desmond Bane exchanging some pleasantries, it looks like, on the jump ball. RJ wins it. Shed is to fire up the 3. Doesn't go at the shot clock buzzer. So the Raptors, again, coming up dry on offense in this quarter. Just 4 points in the first 5 minutes of the quarter. Bane, his pass is stolen by Mamu. Push the fucking pace, man. Barrett out to Shed. Cycling around. Mamu behind the back under. Shoot it! What the fuck was that? Murray Boyles. Oh, sorry. I got excited. Murray Boyles was wide open to the rim and fucking turned it over. Shoot that shit. What the hell is he doing? What the fuck was... I swear he did that last game. Shoot that shit, man. Dunk it. What are you... Nobody's even there. Oh, my God. 5th turnover of the quarter. Black to a wide open Wendell Carter. I mean... You can't leave him that open. I know he's not a great shooter. 8-0 run for Orlando. Ingram trying to end that. That's why he's here. That's why he's here. Over under 70 points in the Raps game. Yeah, they're gonna go over that. Why? I don't get why he's underneath the rim. I don't understand the desire to pass first. You should be looking to go up, then you kick out. All right, let's move on. He'll make the next one. Banchero guarded by Ingram and Walter. Black to Jones in the corner, and Shed all over him on defense, and gets to steal. Great stuff by Shed on defense. Barnes gets to switch on to Jones. Down low to Murray Boyles, and he goes up and down. All right, what the hell is he doing? I believe I think all 6 turnovers have been unforced here. Maybe one was like kind of picked off, but by Sugg. I think at least 5 out of 6 are unforced here. That was just insane. He gets the steal there, though, so he gets it back. Murray Boyles to Barnes in the corner. Mid-range jumper. There we go. There we go. That's better. Come on. Only down by 3. Shed putting in some work on defense here on Jones. Now Black. Out to Carter for 3. You can live with these. I mean, that's unfortunate. You can live with these. Troy may conclude. About what? We made a couple mistakes. Don't need to cut him or anything. Barnes in mid-range. Doesn't go. Pretty bad mistake. Look, shit happens. Banchero to the rim. Good defense. Murray Boyles got there. And then Barnes nearly throws it out of bounds. Okay. Sloppy. Barnes to the rim, and he does that. What a move. What a play. Sensational stuff. 42-38. It's a little concerning second game in a row to have like this degree of turnovers. So would like that sorted immediately. Black. Over top of Ingram. No, he's not because he's blocked by Ingram. Other way. Shed to Murray Boyles. In the corner. Walter. Wide open three. Yes. Troy Walter loves a three ball in this building. And they're now down by 1. Oof. Scrappy game, but these are the ones we like. Murray Boyles made some good plays. He made a couple mistakes. He made a great play there on the assist to Walter. He had a good stop on Banchero on defense. He's fine. He's just, he fucked up a couple times. Doesn't mean he's a bad player. Made a couple mistakes. We're within 1 in this sloppy game. Sloppy. A lot of slothfulness going on around here. But I do love when the shooting guard is able to hit their open three. Feels like we should be down by 15. The Magic probably feel the same way, to be honest. Neither team has been excellent here. But we're all good. 4 minutes to go in the half. What are your thoughts on the Kings, despite the amount of name power they have in their starting lineup and the vets, they can't seem to figure it out? I mean, yeah, this team in like 2019 would probably be like a 6 seed, but my thoughts on the Kings are they're where I thought they'd be. I thought they'd suck, and they do, to be honest. It's like a horrifically constructed team. I actually laugh when I see their lineup, because I'm like, how did they let this happen? It's like it's not like one, bad decision hurt. Like, this is extensive levels of bad decision making over time. Like, the Kings were a disaster, man. Sacramento Kings is such an ironic name. Yeah, the Kings of fucking sucking at basketball. They've only had one good year in the last 35. Maybe 1.5 good years. And didn't win a playoff series. So that's to do with a playoff series. Good Lord. And they were good in the early times. It's been like 20 years. Burger King's slop. He'd never been to a finals, right? Not to my knowledge. They did conference finals controversially against the Lakers. Yeah, they had Peja. They had Weber. They had some good teams. They had Mike Bibby too. I was too young. I never saw them. My entire life watching basketball. They've been shit. Except for that 1 year. After they traded away Tyrese Halliburton. Still a bad trade. Hey, Kraft, that being said, no, not tonight. Tomorrow, though. Tomorrow, there will be a fair few. I'm going out. I'm going to a bar for my friend's birthday. And I am excited. Smash burger and beer. I'm already hungry thinking about it. Anthony Black. We're back from commercial, by the way. De Silva for 3. No good. Yeah, good thing to remember from Matthew there. As Murray Boyles finished on the rim. He's fine. At the rim. He's fine. Yeah. You think about, some of the mistakes the Raptors have made. We have won a championship in the last 6 years, first of all. Second of all, or 7 years. Second of all, There was a lot worse organizationally. A lot worse. Ingram to the rim. Who is like... Raptors got to be comfortably a top half organization. Like, who is like the standard of an organization? Like, Boston is definitely up there. No other name really like the Spurs. The Nuggets right now. Miami, yeah, I guess. Toronto's got to be up there, man. I mean, the Lakers just get bailed out because freaking, I don't know, it's a history. They get bailed out. They kind of suck, don't they? They just get bailed out by shit fucking GMs giving them shit trades and free agents. Golden State, yeah. Last 10, 15 years. Got to give them credit. They've also built garbage teams last few years. Wendell Carter misses, gets his own miss, misses again. But he's fouled this time. We're going to talk about that trade for the next decade at least. We might talk about it forever. If Doncic ever gets his MVP, jeez. Think about, like, they traded Doncic. They're going to fucking trade AD for scraps soon. Not complete scraps, but, you know, they're basically going to trade him as if he's parted out. That trade is just over a year old, isn't it? Unbelievable. But it got them flag. It didn't get them flag. They got lucky. They got bailed out. I wouldn't say... That has nothing to do with the trade. They tried to make the playoffs. They tried to avoid the lottery. They were so shit after the fucking trade that they got into the lottery and got lucky. Going minus 28 wind chill here overnight. Oh, my God. I was in 32 yesterday. Wow. Quite a swing. BI mid-range. Raptors by 3. Yeah, it's been cold, man. My heater. Holy, that thing's got to be hauling ass. It's on constantly right now. No choice. It's freezing. RJ stripped. But Murray Boyle scoops it up and scores again. Had a couple shaky moments, but he's all good now. He's back to his thing. Quick bats to the missed 3 to RJ. Now Ingram to RJ for 3. Christ, he's been off today. RJ he's only 3 of 7, I guess. He's 0 of 4 from 3. That is what I see. Okay, that is what I felt, rather. 0 of 4 from 3 for RJ. On the West Coast, like semi-cold. Crazy Town, Ontario is like the coldest place on Earth planet. Yeah, it felt like it too. Vancouver, you're just chilling. Yeah, the 60 centimeters we got last week was insane. Thankfully, it hasn't snowed since. It was just that one humongous snowfall, and we've had like the whole week to get the city back under control. That one day, though, wow. Surreal sights in Toronto. $49.44. $142 in the second as Black takes the corner 3. Off the mark, Bane. Loose ball foul, so Raptors get the ball back. What a run by the Raptors. It was like kind of looking shaky when it was 36-32 Magic. Raptors had a really rough start to the quarter, but they've excelled since then. Where I think Giannis will be traded. Warriors is looking like the most likely. I just don't think he'll get traded, to be honest, until the summer. Winter started. Yeah, winter was pretty early this year. I don't really recall much of like, the fall weather this year. It was like really hot and then all of a sudden really cold. Quickly to Barnes. Now quickly again. Up fake. Kick to Barrett. With the left. Nice floater. There we go. Better from RJ. He's 4 for 4. For 2. On 2s, he's just 0 of 4 on 3s. Matty D just repeat as I said. 19-5 run for Toronto. Close the quarter strong. Get into the locker room. 51-44, Banchero 3. Just rattles through. Banchero 3. If that's your possession, is Walter. Layup other end. Great assist by Murray Boyles. If the outcome of a Magic possession is a Banchero contested 3, sign me up. I'm fine with that. Suggs to Banchero. Raptors by 6. Banchero to Suggs. He's open for 3. Not a outcome I'd love. But he drills it, so it's a 3-point game. Back-to-back 3s for the Magic. They doubled Banchero aggressively. We got to not do that, I think. Barrett lays it in. 5 of 5 on 2s. Banchero needs a bit less respect here. If you're like playing solid defense, he's taking contested shots. You got to be comfortable with that. Perimeter, you don't need to double Banchero on the perimeter. That's unnecessary. You can live with his perimeter game. It's not scary. Suggs outside to Black. 3 balls up, no good. Barnes lasers the pass forward to Walter, who lays it in at the buzzer. What a play by Barnes and Walter. Love that. Walter runs the floor. Barnes looking like a Sam Darnold there with the full court pass. More like I'll pull a deep cut of Rory DeLapp with the two-handed launch down the court. And the Raptors take a 7-point lead into the half. Great end to that quarter and half. All right, 57-50 Raptors. If you're enjoying the stream, please take a moment to hit that like button. Support the content, support the stream. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm live for most Raptors games, and I'm live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the Raptors Happy Hour, news, updates, discussion, etc. Big week next week of content with a trade deadline. So, good time to get subscribed to the channel. Again, hit the like button if you're new. If you're enjoying, I'm going to take a few minutes. I'm just going to get some water. I'm going to go to the bathroom. When I come back, we are going to look into the box score from the first half and get you ready for the second half. Don't go anywhere. No beers tonight. I wish, but I'm being good today. No beers tonight. Anyways, be right back. Don't go anywhere. Good timing. Right back at the end of the song. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for coming through. Any drinks in hand tonight? Just water for me. A spiced rum and Coke 0 sounds really good right now. That's for sure. But no, I'm sticking to the water tonight. Nobody else. Well, anyways. I wish. I was pulling that water jug out of the fridge, the Brita, and those beers were calling me, but it's okay. We don't acquire a big or shooters at the deadline. We are first-round exits. Kind of feels like that to me. I mean, you could make the trade and still be like a first-round exit team, but I think we really don't stack ourselves up well against some of the better teams in the East without making some sort of move there. I unfortunately have to agree there a little bit. Dal's got some wine going. I'm not a wine guy, but the vibe of it might be good for a Friday night. Anyways, let's dig into the box score from the first half. Ingram's been excellent. He's got 15 points. RJ, as long as he's not shooting threes, is perfect. He's 5 of 5 from on twos tonight. He's 0 of 4 from 3. But when he's getting to the rim, he's doing well. He's got 10 points. Barnes, 5 of 7. He's making some nice plays out there. He's doing well in defense. He's doing his thing. Barnes, this guy, all-star type of performance once again. Calmer Boyle, 6 points. Had a couple bad plays. He had an open layup, which he decided to not shoot and instead threw it out of bounds. Then the next play, he jumped and then landed with the ball in his hands, which you can't do. But other than that, he's been great. He's had some good defensive plays, had some nice plays on offense. He's got 4 assists, good numbers, a couple of them like really nice ones. Good stuff there. Quickly, another game where he's just not getting super involved. He needs to get more involved. Walter's been awesome. He's 5 of 6 with 11 points. He had that layup right at the buzzer too. Only bench guy with points. Mamu's had a couple good looks and he hasn't scored. Shed, no points, but he's got 3 assists. Grady Dick not really involved. Abaji only getting that tech. They're good tech. But got to get the bench more involved here. Raptors shooting the ball really well. 57%. Just the threes aren't quite following. They just got to clean up the turnovers, and they're going to be fine here. The Magic can't hit a shot. They're 36% from the field. Clean up the turnovers, win the possession battle. You're going to win this game. These are the types of games, these scrappy ones, where the Raptors have thrived this season. So I said it pregame. I said it after the first quarter. I'm saying it now. These are the type of games where they typically succeed. We got to find a way to get it here. You mentioned doing Odds Want to Fight. Back to me last game. Couldn't find it LCBO. Yeah, they're a limited edition. I will call them. Around late November. I found some in stock at LCBO in downtown, but I was quite shocked to see that's the case. I will look online right now, just out of curiosity, if it is available at their brewery. It appears as though it is not. Well, if you ever do see it, pick it up, because it's very, very good. You missed it, it looks like. It'll be back one day. IQ used up all he has in that one game versus the Warriors. Not really. He had a really good 3 games after that. He did win Eastern Conference Player of the Week. That game was obviously the catalyst, but he had 3 more good games after that. Since then, it hasn't been as good. No, it was a real nice flash of what ability is there, but it hasn't been. The consistency has been his problem this season, and our problem really this season. Looking at some scores around the NBA, Lakers up by 28 on the Wizards in the 4th. Wow. New York up by 10 on Portland at half. Boston up by 28. And the third quarter just started against the Kings. My God. Pelicans, Grizzlies, 1-point game. And we have our game, of course, separated by 7. A few more games on the West Coast a little bit later tonight. Raptors away from home here. after this. It's 5 games at home. They play Sunday against the Jazz. Definitely winnable. Then they'll have 2 days off before a back-to-back against the Timberwolves and Bulls. The Raptors have a ridiculous win streak against the Timberwolves right now at home, I think. Raptors won like 20, something crazy, like 20 straight. No. Did the Timberwolves beat us by like 48? Maybe that was away. It's like 20 straight games where the Timberwolves have lost in Toronto or something. That will be put to the test on Wednesday next week. Memphis, obviously, a pretty good team. Not Memphis. Minnesota, obviously, a pretty good team. They're 5th in the West. Anthony Edwards is elite. So, and no big for Gobert. We'll see. He's going to get a lot of rebounds, I think. I'll live downtown to it next time. I don't think you'll find, like, it won't get, it's not coming back right now. Like, it's not out right now. So if you didn't find it in that LCBO, it's not going to be in that LCBO. I found it at near, I was at the one on Spadina and Wellington, I think. And it was there. I don't know how close you are to that, but that was last week. So, you know, no, that was 2 weeks ago. So not impossible to find. But it's not like it's not coming back right now. It'll come back. Maybe it'll be November when it comes back. But anyways, it's not like something they always make. It's a special occasion one. I thought it was only November, but they did it once in like the spring last year. So if it's out, I'll let you know. If it's out, I'll let the stream know. Love for Vezi. Thank you for joining us, Cosmic Glitch. Appreciate it. All right. I mean, solid end to the half. Raptors got to feel confident going into the second half. The Magic aren't hitting shots. Just like, to me, let's not be over aggressive with Banchero on the perimeter. You know, let's kind of dare some shots to go up as we've been doing from 3. You know, kind of put the hand out there. But game plan on defense, I think, has been fine. The issue really has just been some of these very poor turnovers that are unforced. If that's solved, I mean, we don't even need to solve that. We might win this game. But if we solve that, we're really going to feel good to win this game. Who made what? It was just a beer, a special edition beer we were discussing. I'm trying some new ones tomorrow. I'm fired up. What the hell am I going to do with my day tomorrow, though? Oh, the sport's on. Everywhere's. I'll be in the gym midday. The sport's on. I will be feel some cardio. Feel some cardio tomorrow. I've really shredded the legs the last 3 days with my physio exercises. I'm feeling some stationary bike, I think, tomorrow. What would 45 minutes on the bike do for me? Probably a good amount. And really earn that double smash burger I'm having for dinner. Hey, Stairmaster. Anyone ever done Stairmaster? I've never done it. Granted, middle of the day Saturday. I gotta pray I'm even gonna get one of these machines. Maybe I'll do some Stairmaster. Kind of came back to beers lately, probably a bit too late. Hope they make it again sometime. Check the one on Front Street near Front and Sherburne. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the one I was at was pretty big, so maybe that's something to do. I don't know. Keep an eye out. You know, if you ever see it, pick it up. It's in a white can. The octopus is in like the New England, like, you know, English style wig. You know, tied with a white wig. If you see it, get it. Because if you like the regular octopus, you're going to love this one. Have done the door shot yet? Oh, I have not. It's a good point. Let's do that right before the second half starts. I've missed a lot of these lately. Let's get back on track here. Let's get back on track. In my hoodie. These really should be. This is not that far of a shot. I really should be making more of these. Come on. All right. We did it. We got one. There we go. Back on top. That was smooth. Very smooth. And just on time because the game has returned. My clock is way off. Starting off the half. Barnes is going to launch a three. Does not go. Good now. It's just a dagger. What a call. Shout out Kevin Harlan. This guy needs more work in stuff I consume. Someone's got to hire Kevin Harlan for their NFL primetime broadcast. I'm sick of fucking Al Michaels, Tony Romo, Chris Collinsworth. How the NFL not secured Kevin Harlan for one of those yet? Ingram with the steal. Gets to Barrett. Now Ingram on the outside. Going to slow it down. Ingram, baseline J is good. If my knee ever heals, I'd love to try and pickleball. I think I'd be pretty good at it. I've never played. My knee sucks, and it's a lot of moving around, you know. Not a good recipe. Wendell Carter on the lob. Finishes. Raptors up by 5, but the Magic do not get back in transition. Murray Boyle showing how it's done, throwing it down. Few times the Raptors have been able to just get that full court play. Murray Boyle takes advantage, holding his thumb there. Hopefully that was the injury. Hopefully he's all right. 61-54 for the Raptors. I am looking forward to sitting on my couch tonight, man. Banchero lays it up and is fouled and gets the and one. God, I could eat something tonight. Yeah, Kevin Harlan is just a dagger. That was his call. Does a lot of NFL. Like, he does, like regular NFL games, usually. He's on one of them, but, voice of 2K. Did a lot of, has done a lot of, like, prime, like, NBA games, but I don't know. I'd like him for some big NFL games. Because Tony Romo fucking sucks. Murray Boyle's another dunk off the Barnes feed. He's holding his hand again. Dude, maybe stop throwing it down so like viciously. Just put it in. Just tuck it in there. Bane layup is good. Back down to a 4-point game. Murray Boyle's inbounds to Barnes. Raptors playing with pace once again. Barnes, what a pass to Ingram. He's got Bane defending him though. Ingram looking for some room, maneuvering and drawing the foul. Gonna get to the free throw line. Murray Boyle's holding his hand again. Making me nervous. Barnes is dishing, man. It is remarkable to be able to so successfully commentate two sports like Kevin Harlan or like a Mike Tirico. Impressive. I had some meniscus removed, so knee not great either, but somehow pickleball doesn't seem to bother me. I might try it. I'm waiting on my MRI results still on my knee. I suspect there's a problem, but I have not heard back from my doctor, even though it's been over a week. Oh. They emailed me. They have not received my results. Huh. Well, they don't have the results, apparently. As quickly draws the N1. Nice play. What the hell's going on here? They don't have my results. I have them. How do they not have them? I gotta call a freaking imaging center tomorrow now. Oh, they're open 24 hours. I could call them tonight, actually. Okay, great. Well, it is free. I don't need to roll the dice on my health. I can just go get an MRI. Now, it took 6 months, so there's trade-offs, but I could not afford to get my knee checked or fixed. So I'm happy I have access to this. Again, that's the pro. The con is the length of time it took. Quickly to RJ, now Murray Boyles. Raptors, good ball movement here. Brandon Ingram for 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That play needed a jumper to fall at the end of it. Looking like prime San Antonio Spurs ball movement right there. Almost. Yeah, TSN definitely better. I like Jack Armstrong clears Alvin Williams. As Jalen Suggs, it's another 3. Wow, he's been pretty good tonight from 3, it seems. Jack Armstrong clears of Alvin Williams. The people at the desk, Leo Routins, Kia Nurse, Kate Burness, clears, unfortunately, clears, Brad Fay, Matt Bonner. Sideline, I don't have Kayla Gray. I'd say I prefer over Danielle Michaud, but both are fine. How tall am I? Taller than Fred VanVleet. Not according to, in my mind. According to my beliefs. I think Fred is listed a little taller than he is. Way better chemistry with Jack. Yeah, I mean that, plus I just think Jack Armstrong is much better than Alvin. I've never been a big fan of Alvin. I prefer Leo to Alvin, to be honest. But I think Leo got canned. I don't know. But he does the desk stuff at TSN. I think he does a decent job there. Alvin Boris. Yeah. I mean, people have to get, people have developed their skills on the mic like this, but I don't know. Commentary, I feel like you got it or you don't. Sometimes. I say that. Tom Brady used to be a horrendous commentator in the NFL. Now he's actually really good. He got a lot better. So you can get better. Do I think Alvin is putting in the work that Tom Brady did to get better at it? I don't think so, but Tom Brady is very good at it. Other than the fact that he owns one of the teams and probably shouldn't be allowed to be a commentator. I don't think Jack Armstrong has a very positive perception around the NBA as a commentator, to be honest. I think internally Raptors fans love him, but I'm not sure he gets that same love among other teams. Barrett, what is that? What is that? Why are you shooting that? Sometimes this guy, like, why would you shoot that? He's going right up against Wendell Carter, outstretched, taking a contested floater, like a long one too. Like, what is that decision? Yeah, he's still learning. Yeah, like I said, he could get better. 6 on the shot clock. Ingram over top of De Silva. Oh, yeah. Ingram got that trademark. He has not been fearful of that De Silva matchup all night. And not blaming him. Raptors by 7. Banchero, no good on the jumper. Ingram trying to wrestle the rebound away from Wendell Carter. Does enough to earn the possession. Most of the time, I'm thinking, Mita, you've got it or you don't. I obviously don't have it, which is why, I'm doing YouTube. Quickly, weird pass to Mamu. Gets it back for 3. Wow. What the hell just happened? What a play. 10-point game. Raptors' largest lead. Wendell Carter gets the and one other side. Mamu has never committed a foul in his mind. He has never, ever committed a foul. Look at Darko. Seething. You know, it would be great if there was like some way we could. It'd be great if there's some way we could get the refs to look at this foul to determine if it was actually a foul. Technical against Darko. Timeout. No, I don't know if they are challenging here. Why the fuck doesn't he? I said it earlier today. Why does he lose his shit like this and not challenge? If you're gonna call a timeout anyways, if you're gonna get a technical because of how much you don't like the call, challenge it. No? Why not challenge it? It's a 3-point play here. You could take away 3 points pretty much. Who's the guy that injured his thumb? Colin Murray-Boyles. Wow. That Batian, a Leon's commercial. This guy would never watch the Raptors on TV. Anyways, up by 8 for the time being. I don't know if they did call the timeout 2 challenge. Nothing was... They never indicated anything of the sort on the broadcast, but Darko's like fucking so mad about it. Do something! Wait, Steph Curry plays the lead in this movie? This GOAT movie? Wonder how it'll do. I'll never know how good it is. Again, no indication that they've challenged. So why are you so upset? If you're that upset, it's a 3-point play. There's not much more valuable opportunities to challenge. And it's a tech. Oh my god. Could be a 4-point play. It didn't look like a travel to me, to be honest. Oh my god, look at this guy. You see this guy? Darko is so fucking mad there. He earned that tech. If you're gonna get a tech, I mean, you may as well rip into the guy. Good lord. That was crazy, man. If only you could get the refs to change their call. So the technical free throw for Banchero is good. Now Wendell Carter will come in to try and finish off his and one play and make it a 6-point game. Wendell Carter gets it. 4-point possession for Orlando. Just as the Raptors had made it a 10-point game. Ingram. Over top to Silva. Wow. Y'all need to stop putting De Silva on Brandon Ingram, because he is eating up that matchup. Here's Anthony Black. Rises up for 2. He's fouled. Back to the line there. That goal is interesting. If Steph Curry is actually playing the lead there. These days, we really have, with like animated movies, there's no need really for like A-list celebrities to be the voices. They might be great actors, but sometimes they're not the greatest voice actors. I feel like we've drifted further and further away from rewarding really good voice actors, and they just want to beef up like the poster for the movie by having all these insane names on it. You can make it way cheaper with like more talented voice actors, no? I mean, Steph Curry, I don't know what caliber of a performance he could put in as the lead there, but we're going to find out, I guess. Like, think about Up. There's no firepower to the voice actors there, is there? There's not a lot of voices, granted, but... Oh, Calamari Boys with a steal. And then turns it over. 3-ball for De Silva. That stinks. 3-point game. Are you a Big Bang Theory fan? No. I am not. Mamu. Spinning and getting fouled. He's going to head to the line. It's a 3-point game right now. So Magic have led by 9. Raptors led by 10. Here we are. 3-point game. Mamu can make it a 5-point game, though. TSN's first up. You know, I once upon a time interviewed for a role within that show. And then immediately learned that I had no chance of getting the job. Which it worked out for the best. Mama Killisvili at the line. Makes good on his attempts. Raptors up by 5. De Silva to Wendell Carter. And Raptors somehow keep it out. And then a loose ball foul against Carter. Oh, he's out of bounds. Sorry. Not a foul. He's out of bounds. They somehow get that stop, though. Quickly, floater. You know the rest. You think quickly an open floater. What the fuck do you think happened? Black blocked, but they're going to count that. Yeah, they're going to count that. So 3-point game. May not have been, but he got the rebound anyway, so it doesn't really matter. He scored. Would have been 2 for him. We need to find a better way for Quickie to score in the paint, because the floater just is not it, man. Absolutely not it. 80-77. Nice pass from Ingram to Murray Boyles. Oh, my God. The rebound spilled out. That pass deserved a finish. Oh, boy. 3-point game. Banchero in mid-range. No good. And then Murray Boyles wrestles the rebound down. Good stuff on the glass. Quickly to Ingram. Up fake. Driving. Dumps off to Murray Boyles. Back out to Quickly for 3. Doesn't go. Murray Boyles offensive rebound. Quickly for 3 again. Oh, my God, Emmanuel. Three straight misses for Quickly. All open. Come on, man. Jones for 3, and it's tied. Fucking wasted fucking chances in this quarter. These missed shots, these fucking mistakes. No fucking challenge by Darko. What the fuck are we doing, man? Don't make the second fucking night in a row where shit goes south because he doesn't challenge such an obvious call to challenge in his eyes. God. It was a 10-point game at that time. It was a 6-point game after it. Now it's tied. A couple of bad misses from Quickly. Doesn't help us as well. Quickly on... He has on 11 points, to be fair. That's more than I thought he had. Good timeout there. Good timeout there. I'm trying to make sense of Darko is so mad about a call that he is willing to sacrifice a technical. He is willing to get a technical. That is how angry he is about a call. And he doesn't challenge it. What am I missing, man? Just, you see it? Bad call? Challenge. If it's right, you keep it. It's not like you got to save it because you only get one. You get another one if it's right. All right. Anyways, we're still in the game. It's 80-80. Quickly's been okay tonight. He's hustling. He just missed a few in a row that annoyed me. Murray Boyles had a couple mistakes, a few now, but other than that, he's been terrific. He's really been great, other than the 3 turnovers, 3 really bad turnovers. Other than that, he's been great. We got all starters into double digits. I do fear when the bench, these extended bench minutes though, because like Mamu's minus 12, Shed's minus 4. The starters have been doing more than no, I guess not. Scotty Barnes minutes, those have been the key minutes today. Yeah, Goga down in the bench here. I agree. Get this guy to play. Maybe tonight they feel like they don't need a big because the Raptors don't have a big, so they don't need Goga. But these are the games we could use Goga like the test scenario. Like, you don't need to use him every game. But, like, some games, you do need a guy like that, right? Goga's attainable, and he's a solid player. Okay, yeah, I remember the timeout spree we had last game. Finished the quarter strong here. 3:20 to go. Ingram at the rim, and he's fouled. Another missed free throw for the Raptors. Oh, actually, sorry. I wasn't looking. It sounded like a miss. It actually went in. Second one here. This one does miss. So it's a 1-point game. Raptors in the bonus. Why would Orlando help us? They'll give me a center. Well, they aren't giving him for free. Usually you do a trade, and it benefits both teams. So you give them something back. Shed to Ingram. To the rim. Lays it in. And one. Great play there. Orlando got delayed game warning there as well. Wow, Ingram's been elite tonight. Ingram completes the 3-point play there. (84-80). Finish off the quarter strong. Mo Wagner into the game for the first time for the Magic. He's stripped by Mamu. They call a foul. I didn't see a foul. Well, if Mamu's not arguing, it must have been a freaking foul. This guy argues every fucking little thing on the court. It must have been a foul. Rushing. I don't think Raptors rushing. I think it's just their style to play very quick. Yeah, Scotty's been the man tonight. I mean, CMB's been good. Barnes, they have been dominating in the Scotty Barnes minutes tonight. Ingram to Mamu. Pass to Scotty, please. Thank you. Barnes puts it up with the right, and he gets the roll, and it falls. Desmond Bane blocked by Scotty Barnes. Wow, he's everywhere tonight, man. Plus 20. No, plus 19. Make that plus 21. And he's heading to the line for the and one. Scotty Barnes doing it everywhere on both sides of the floor. 2 straight buckets, a block on the other end. One of the two with an and one on the end of it. Let's see if he can finish the playoff. He's hyped. And gets the free throw to fall. Raptors by 8. Suggs for the Magic. Met by Shed. Now Desmond Bane, nearly stripped by Shed. In the corner to Isaac. Under the rim, and he steps out of bounds. They call foul. God, how long do you want to wait for that whistle, boss? A full, 2 seconds took him to blow the whistle. Look at this guy. How long did he take to fucking whistle that play down? He stood there motionless for 2 full seconds. And didn't call shit. What the hell was that? If it's a foul, call it. If it's not a foul, don't, man. Oh, my God. Makes both. 6-point game. Raptors working full court again. And Walters fouled by Wagner. Wow, we just keep on. We keep getting fast breaks out of their makes. I'd be irate if I was Orlando. When the Raptors do this, I can't contain myself. Shed. What a pass, man. That's beautiful. There's worse commercials than the Scotty Barnes Gemini ads. And Walters the line makes the first free throw there. Second one also good for Walter. $91.83. Wagner. Oh my God. Blocked by Barnes again. Walter to Mamu. And fouled by Isaac. Mamu going to head to the line. We need a point guard there. I think we'll be okay without a point guard. We need a center and shooting. More importantly, a center, I think. I guess we do see. At least in Gemini, there's it's not the same one every time. They have 3 in the rotation. They've got the parking one, the chili one, the jump starting the car one. So at least it's not the same one constantly getting fed. How many blocks today for Sky? He's got 2 in the last 3 minutes. As Mamu makes both free throws, Barnes is on 4 blocks now. 16, 8, 6, 4, and 1 for him. De Silva. We should trade Jakob. You'll never believe what Bobby is working tirelessly to do. Another steal for the Raptors. Lead past the Shed. The Raptors have their largest lead at 12. The Gillette ads piss me off because it's the same one, and that commercial fucking sucks. De Silva for 3 off the mark. Rebound, Murray Bowles. Raptors taking over here. Up 12. Working some clock here. Shot clock, game clock separated by 13.5. Shed's got a lane. Floater. Oh, and he adds on to the lead. He's got 14. 97-83. Shot clock is off. One more defensive stand. Bane switches on to Mamu. Step back three. Oh, tough bucket. What are you going to do? Tough bucket. What do you think about the Sabonis trade? There's worse things we could do. I'm not a huge fan of it. Barrett at the buzzer. Oh! RJ Barrett! The fadeaway at the buzzer. Wow. What a play by RJ, and the Raptors lead 99-86. What a play, RJ. A little bit of Dirk? A little bit of Dirk with that one? I like it. All right. 1 quarter to go. Up 13. Finish the job. I got to go to the bathroom because I'm having so much water. I'll be right back, guys. While I'm gone, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Help drive the YouTube algorithm. Let's make it a great fourth quarter. We back. We up 13. Scotty Barnes looking every bit like an NBA All-Star. 16 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 blocks, 1. Sorry, no steal. It's turnover. Why is it turnover? Plus 24 on the night. Ingram, 10 to 15, 27 points. Stop putting De Silva on him, Orlando. RJ, even up to 12. Murray Boyle's excellent. 12.6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and a block. Man. Walt just played well, too. Plus 18 for him. Plus 9 for Shed. Wow. It's been excellent, excellent third quarter. Time to keep it going. Time to finish the game strong. Thank you for the likes that came in while I was out there. Keep it coming. Help me out. We got people in the emails. I need your help. Hit the like button. Make me look good, please. You know, I praised the TSN broadcast for it. We could do without Sam Mitchell. We could do without him. Guy fucking hates the Raptors. Keeps getting Raptors shows. Fuck this guy. All right. Fourth quarter coming up. Scotty Barnes, last I checked, leads the league in blocks and steals combined. I do not expect that to be any different considering this game. Is this a national TV game too? Well, Scotty Barnes is showing up for the world. He might be climbing the DPOI ladder with the 4 blocks tonight. Anyways, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. There's still 12 minutes to go, and the Raptors need to finish the job here. What I missed those sandwiches. I just don't like him. Anytime he's not on a Canadian broadcast network, he just badmouths Canada, Toronto, and the Raptors all the time. It makes me sick that he still gets gigs with TSN Sportsnet. But, again, that's me. Anthony Black at the line. First free throw is good. Currently watching a cruise ship in the Caribbean. Well, fucking brag about it more. It's fucking minus 20 out here. I hope it's nice, though. I do hope it's nice. God, I'd love to be on a boat in the Caribbean right now. Oh, no cooking. Just fucking sit there. When I'm hungry, I just go freaking grab food off the conveyor or whatever. Not conveyor. The buffet line. Oh, God, I'd love to be on a cruise. Anyways, I'm here. I'm watching the Raptors. Oh, another turnover. Stepped out of bounds. Come on. Clean it up. Clean it up. Hey, it's not done yet. It's only an 11-point game. There's loads of time left. Finish the game here. Anthony Black driving in the corner of Suggs. He's been great from 3 tonight. This one just spills out. Whew. Raptors moving with pace. RJ. Past Wendell Carter. Who he's cut off. He cut him off. In the corner, Walter. Back to RJ. RJ wants the runway. Passes off to Mamu. Good play. And that should have been an and one. But he does make the layup. It's 2 more points on the board for the Raptors. Went on a cruise a month ago, gained a little over 10 pounds. Yeah, that's the danger, I guess. 3-ball there for Bane. He's been good tonight as well. 10-point game again. At least when I'm on, like, vacation, I was in Europe. I ate like shit and drank like shit. But I also walked like 20,000 steps a day. Another turnover. Oh, my God. Come on, guys. Scotty Barnes can't play 48 minutes. If I was on a cruise for a week, I'd put on a lot of weight. I mean, I put on a lot of weight in Europe. And I walk 20,000 steps a day. I can't even imagine when I don't have to move on the cruise ship. They probably got a gym, though. I guess it'd be in the gym. You know what? I wouldn't be in the gym. I say that. I would not be in the gym. No, I wouldn't. I say that. There's no way. I'm on vacation. I'm not in the gym. I lived on a cruise for 12 years. Wow. That's crazy. I wouldn't want to live on one. I'd like to be on one for, like 10 days. Anyways, back on the rails. 10-point game. Banchero gets the layup past Murray Boyles. Do we, think about timeout? I don't know. Quickly to Ingram, mid-range. Doesn't get the bounce. Oof, he was open that time. He needs to be contested to make him. Banchero to Bane up top to Wendell Carter for 3. Way off. Mamu on the rebound. Playing with pace. Ooh, risky pass. And timeout. Okay, good timeout. We are a mess there. Good timeout. Let's breathe. Let's get Scotty in. Good timeout, Darko. Good recognition of the game. What Food Eat says, just sub. Thank you so much for subbing. Welcome to the Amateur Army. Shout out from Taiwan. Easiest way to listen to the game while I'm out walking. I appreciate that. Love to hear about the support abroad. And I'm glad you're enjoying the channel. Thank you for tuning in. My brother was just on a cruise for a week. He gained quite a few, and he's a healthy junkie. I definitely am not a junkie. And I definitely I work hard, play hard. When I dial in on the food for the week. I work hard at my job during the week. I work heavy hours with my day job plus this is a secondary job. I enjoy my weekends. When I'm on vacation, I bloody enjoy my vacation. So it's part of the gig. I'm gonna put on. I just try to walk everywhere, and average 20,000 steps. It's not enough. See, I can't go to the gym on vacation. I just can't. I'm trying to chill. You know, I don't get a lot of time. I gotta chill. I gotta reset. If I go to the gym, I gotta pack workout attire. I gotta pack another pair of shoes. Fuck that. We are so sorry. Scotty Barnes is tonight plus 26, and we're up by 8. So we are minus 18 without him. Wow. Minus 18 with Barnes. Yeah, this is pretty impressive, Scotty Barnes tonight. But get his ass on the floor. Let's win this game. So there's some cafes on a cruise that are 24 hours. I'd randomly wake up at 3 a.m. to get dessert. See, I wouldn't do that. I've got the will. I've never woken up middle of the night and gotten food or eaten anything. That's something I've maybe wanted to do before. I've never brought myself to that. But hey, on vacation, do it. Do what you want, man. Why not, right? Cruise last year. Holland American food is way too good. Love the Sailor's River cruise. Then over top Newfoundland down to Boston. Ooh, nice. Better than the Caribbean cruise. Interesting. Newfoundland's have been. St. John's good. I haven't gone to St. John's since I entered my drinking prime. Although to be fair, I feel like I'm fading away from my prime. I never went during my prime. Although, old dog put in a prime performance on the weekend last week, let me tell you. Mamu for 3 doesn't go. 9:30 to go. Raptors up by 8. Scotty Barnes is plus 26 tonight. They have him back out, and I think they will for the rest of the game. Suggs underneath to Carter. Throws it down, and all of a sudden, it's a 6-point game. Wow. Solid. You worked on the cruise. Wow. 72 countries. That's crazy. So many cool jobs. Barnes for 3. Doesn't go. Mamu can't get the rebound. Another offense possession goes begging. They've been here before. Bane layup. That's tough make. Not much you can do there. That's good defense. 4-point game. The lead is pretty much gone here. We're getting another clutch game. Where are the buckets going to come from? Ingram over top of Wendell Carter. Oh, he's so good at basketball. I can't believe he plays for our team. He's so good. Banchero. Double kind of comes. He spins off, goes to the rim, and is fouled by Mamu. That was a bit too easy. Barnes had to... I mean, I guess he wanted to make sure Suggs, he was covered, but maybe a bit more aggressive on the defense there. Banchero at the line. First free throw's good. She's a hurricane through the cruise. Oof. I've never been seasick. You ever see the Raptors have a 10-point lead? Listen, the Magic had a 9-point lead earlier. You know, it's not like 10 points are impossible to come back from. Let's go back to work. Up 4. Ingram backing down Black. Double comes from Bane. Can't put it in. Rebound batted out. They give it to the Magic. Fun fact, it should be cold in Florida. When? How cold? Doesn't get cold in Florida, does it? $103.99. Crowd getting into it. We need to quiet it down. Suggs for 3. What is he fucking shooting tonight, man? Has he missed? Oh, he's I feel like he hasn't missed. He's like 3 of 7. What am I seeing? Barnes through some traffic, draws the foul. All right. Come on, make these. Get back on track here. I swear to God, Suggs is making everything. What am I seeing? He's only 3 of 7. My perception of this game has been different in that respect. Barnes misses the free throw. Yeah, Banchero is truly a tragic defender. Florida. It's 17 degrees in Florida. Just talking about cold. Second free throw is good. Raptors by 2. So the lead of 13 that we took into this quarter is gone. Time to make the plays. Wendell Carter. Murray Bowles took too long to get back in position there. Tied at 104. We've been here before. And we've won here before. A lot. Barnes, get downhill. Nice pass to Murray Boyles. And he got stripped. Come on, man. Too many turnovers, CMB. Suggs spinning. Losing his footing. Recovers. Out to Bane, and he's fouled by Shed. Murray Wells, other than his 4 or 5 turnovers, has been excellent, but he has had some critical turnovers. 11 degrees Celsius. Wow, frigid. Ice cold, man. Bust out the winter coats. Suggs, deep 3. Missed this one. Oh, I was going to say. Barrett to Barnes. And he's stripped by Banchero. Suggs just needs to shade it, I think. That thing is peeking through there too much. Bane open for 3. What is that? Murray Boyles missed the rotation. Wow, what is the score of this quarter? 21-4? I think it's a 21-4 run in this quarter. Can't let this happen. 21-5 run. Sorry. Both sides of the floor just gone to sleep completely. Harder to, Raptors are like a team that plays with, they've been playing with pace, playing in transition all day. A lot harder to do that when the other team is making all their shots. Not like, they can't miss. Like, they've had some good look. We're giving them good looks. The defense hasn't been at the level it has been for the rest of the game here. Couple timeouts already. I don't know what you can do to fix this here. They have no momentum right now. Everything's with Orlando. Need to drop some good plays to get us out of this. Tough one to be on ESPN, eh? Yeah, I got to run some plays here. It just felt like a lot. It felt like the offense has come to a bit of a standstill right now. again, it's easier for them to get good looks, better looks when they're playing in transition themselves. So they've just completely taken over the game here. Second consecutive game where the Raptors have been largely in control, and it evaporates very quickly. This one just a little bit later than the Knicks game. We'll see if the Raptors can pull out of it. The Knicks just kept going and going and going from that. Let's see if the Raptors can find a way to snap out of it here. Not a bad spot. Like, we'll be whatever happens, we'll be fine. We got 5 home games in a row after this, but would love to take a win into that homestand for sure. That was ugly. That Bane 3. All right, fuck these guys. Come on. Fix up now. How are they still in timeout, man? Get on the fucking court already. Up by 13 after 3. We're down by 4 6 minutes later. Come on. Come on. If you're enjoying, hit the like button. Let's win this game. We do actually play worse at home. You're not wrong. We shouldn't, but we do, record-wise. Strange. Road Warriors this season. I'd rather have a 5-game homestand than a 5-game away trip, though. That's for sure. I know we won 4 out of 5 in our away trip, but still. All right, inbound to Shed. Right there in the game. I mean, it's right there. It's not like they're killing us here. It's a 3-point game. Ingram can tie it up right now. There you go. There you go. And that was a good play out of the timeout. Great play. Open look for a good shooter. 30-point game for BI. Raptors have, will this be the closing lineup? So they have Shed in right now with the rest of the starters. Quickly has been bad, not bad, but not great tonight. I wonder if they'll just close like this. Banchero to Bane. Step back 2. Tough bucket. Tough bucket. He's on 26. It's a good play. Barrett looking to get it right back. Misses the layup. Come on, RJ. Other way with Bane again. He's open for 3. We got to guard this guy. Come on. 5-point lead for Orlando. You can't lose him in transition like that. Ingram fouled. 4:48 to go into the official clutch now. I don't know who lost Bane there. Barnes was like yelling at Shed to pick him up, but Shed just didn't respond to it. I don't know whose fault it was, but somebody's got to take accountability there and pick him up. I think Shed just so quickly is going to come in to finish the game. They are going to roll with his offense. Quickly has been great in the clutch this season, so hopefully more of the same here. We're going to need it. And then an offensive foul against Murray Boyles. Wow, just a lot of costly turnovers tonight from him, man. Great game, but just plenty of costly turnovers, man. It has masked what has been an excellent performance. The fact that like the turnover has been so glaring. Down by 5, and it is slipping away right now. Need a stop badly. Badly. Oh, how about that? Barrett picks Bane's pocket at half court. To the rim. Draws the foul. All right, we needed that. RJ Barrett, of all people, to step up and make the defensive play. He's going to head to the line with it as well. Great steal. Yeah, he got fouled. First free throw for R.J. Barrett. Not the greatest free throw shooter, but he makes the first. He tends to, this is just my memory serving me, he tends to make the big ones. Big moments, he tends to make them. Makes both. What'd I tell you? 4:31 to go. A lot of basketball to play. Down by... Wait, did he miss the... Am I losing it? I swear we were just down by 5 and he made both. Christ, Anthony Black's making threes now. 115, 108. Did he miss one? Okay. I feel like I lost it there. 115, 108. 115, okay, it is 115, 109. I was right. RJ for 3. No. Why'd you shoot that? Why did you do that? RJ? What goes through his head sometimes? Why would you fucking shoot that? This guy's all over you for 3. Why are you shooting? We need a fucking basket desperately. Why are you just hucking that up, man? Let's be smarter with these possessions. Some of the decision making. After he makes a good play, he just feels like he's earned that, I guess. 0 of 5 from 3. Let's look for a good shot. Oh. Okay, down 6. It's time to recover. This score's wrong. Down 6. What are they shooting now? They're 48% from 3 now. God. This is like a low 30s three-point shooting team. And they have exploded in the second half. Some of it is they've made some crazy shots. Some of it is some bad defense. Okay, scoreboard is fixed. 115, 109. It's slipping away. They got the ball, but there's time to recover still. But to fumble sizable leads in consecutive games would hurt a lot. All right, no more spoilers. No chat, no more spoilers. Suggs to inbound. Finds Banchero. Raptors in desperate need of a stop. And, Barnes nearly stole it. Again, he nearly stole it. Then he dumps it off to Wendell. So unlucky, man. Barnes was all over that. So unlucky there. $117, 109. Nah, you need a score. Murray Boyles out to Ingram for 3. Save us. Doesn't go. I think it's done. Black, wide open. It's done. Yeah, now it's done. Wow, man. Such a commanding position for this quarter. You cannot get blown out in the fourth like this. 33-10 in the quarter. Like, you're just never going to win a game like that. Completely outplayed in the fourth quarter. 2 consecutive games. RJ can't make shit right now. 10 points in the quarter. That is embarrassing stuff. Foul, Banchero. He's going to line. This is done. They lost. What the hell? What the hell happened? Like, I can recall, like, quite a few misses, but not to, like, it hasn't felt like a 33-10 quarter. Costly turnovers, costly misses. I mean, I guess that's what it is. How many times have the Raptors turned it over tonight compared to them? They felt like pretty costly when we committed them. It's only 1 extra turnover. Rebounding is similar. Like, just they've made way more threes. That's just what it is. They've made 10 more threes. This isn't even a good three-point shooting team. They've made 10 more threes. And I imagine a lot of them in the fourth as well. Yeah, they've made. I guess the Raptors have made 6 threes tonight. That's not helpful. Another turnover. Foul. Okay. Are they the boat? I'm ready to turn this off. I'll sit through my punishment. I'll sit through this. Now I really need a beer. Oh, we have the ball. Mamu. Fouled. Bane has 13 1/4. We have 10. Fuck, man. All right, well, the good news, 5 consecutive home games after this. The Jazz on Sunday, winnable. In that mix, you've got Chicago and Indiana as well. Bounce back opportunities. Bounce back opportunities. For sure. We've won this type of game a lot this season. Like, we found a way. This is not one of those games. They just found every way to lose this quarter, and it is not close. Gotta be built of better stuff than this, man. They just crumble like that. Yeah. These are the games you got to win. And it's too tight of an East to fumble a 13-point fourth quarter lead. The NBA is too competitive for that. Bane for 3. That's my night over. All right. Wow, that was a lot of fun right up until it wasn't. Really, like, solid, like, throughout for the Raptors. Just the 3-point shooting and turnovers cost them. Wasn't a case of, like, lack of big rebounding. Second consecutive night, really, it's turnovers and 3-point shooting because, you know, you have the game against the Knicks where they just turned it into a shootout that one-sided. We can't compete. And the Magic, once they started hitting shots, we don't have the guys to answer that. And just the turnovers felt very, very costly here. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just, like, it's my biased point of view because I'm focusing on what the Raptors are doing. They've only committed 1 more turnover, but, I mean, we shot 53%, but we hit 6 threes. They shot 51%, but they hit 17 threes. And they were better from the line. Not that we were bad from the line, but they were better. I don't know. One of those games where the fine details of it are the reason you lose, I suppose. That's the NBA. All right. That sucks. As I said, 5 home games in a row after this. So hopefully, bounce back on Sunday against the Jazz. Pretty shit way to start the weekend, but it's the NBA. You're going to lose a lot of games. You just got to win, hopefully, a lot more than you don't. 2021, we're still not in a bad spot, but feels like two that got away in a row. One that really got away tonight, sadly. But I'll be back Sunday night. Raptors will be against the Jazz, 6 p.m. Let me just check my calendar. I think I'll be live at 6. I'm a little worried I'll be live actually at... No, 6 should be fine. Could be 6:15. I'll be live. There'll be a stream. Unless my power goes out or there's a gas leak or my dogs go to the vet. I don't know. Shit always happens to me. Or my computer stops working. Anyways, I'll be back on Sunday. Have a great weekend, everybody. And I hope to see you there. Thanks so much again.